Well, I almost got away. It would seem the traitor that gave me Mr. Trumbull's wasn't telling me the whole truth. So the information I gave to Rick led him to getting stranded. After he called for the field rats, he was spotted by the local authorities. So when they heard what was happening on his ship, they set up a blockade. I guess after careful consideration, the order was given to incinerate Rick and his ship. I feel bad for Mr. Trumbull's. Oh, and Rick, of course. I learned something that day. My boss, you know the guy that threatened to put a 10 billion credit bounty on my head if I stopped giving the fleet news? Yeah, that guy. Turns out Rick wasn't his only enforcer. I'll admit that I thought I was safe. I've been minding my own business, running silver trade routes. Life's been good, at least for a couple of days, until I learned about Rick. You know who told me about Rick? Tony. Yep, you guessed it. No last name, Tony. Who is by all rights much more civil. I found this out as soon as I was about to jump away from Swanson Enterprise with my precious new Wakanda that I have dreamed about since I was a boy. He said something along the lines of, it would be a shame if something were to happen to that nice ship of yours and it was spread all across the galaxy. Then he opened up the hard points on his fer-de-lance. So anyways, I made a joke about Swanson and ancient Federation holidays. He laughed. Not sure if it was at the joke or at me, but I don't care. In fact, I'm fine doing the report, even without the crap AI working. I mean, it got me this in less than a week, and before the report, I was a cheap tour guide in a keelback trying to make trades on the side. I still love that ship. Well, in trade news, it's been said that there's good money to be had trading gold and palladium between Tegeta and the Electra system. Keep an eye out for the carrier Dante's Inferno, which regularly makes jumps between the two systems and boasts a shipyard with outfitting, with mining tools, and other useful odds and ends. The out of stock is currently in Scylla, Scylla, making trips buying silver in LTT 12990 and then selling in Scylla. The out of stock is expected to arrive in LTT 12990 sometime today and begin purchasing silver, also outfitted with a shipyard. The Winds of Boreas, located in Baltasine 5, Balthasine 5. Buying bromolite, demand 6,500, unit price 300,000. Buying osmium, demand 1,000, unit price 300,000. And buying samarium, demand 1,000, unit price 250,000. Capisi has issued a market notification selling progenitor cells, Progenitor cells, for 7,003, quantity 1,000. Selling osmium for 451,800, quantity 1,000. Selling occupied cryopod for 303,620, quantity 2,500. Currently located in the Aurora Astrum. Miners say they are still making a good amount with Vopals and Painite. The current location of the Thale Yui? Okay. Thailuae. AF-E-CO. Destination, nowhere. Operation status, mining and support for all explorers. Duration of stays planned to be 6 months or until need for cash to cash in mined goods or credits for maintenance costs. The carrier's name is the Battlestar Banana. Currently, market, oh boy, get your logbooks ready for this one. Selling tritium for 50,079 credits, demand 4,790. That's a 100% at average market. Osmium, 112,980, demand 100. That's 150% of average market. Platinum, 145,647, demand 100, another 150% of average market. Alexandrite, 217,187, demand 100. That's 200% of average market. Benitoite, Benitoite, for 299,321, demand 100. That's 200% of average market. Bromolite, 61,122, demand 100. That's 200% of average market. Grandidorite, 296,198, demand is 100. That's 150% of average market. LT Diamonds, 213,288, demand 100. That's 200% of average market. Muscovite, 398,521, demand 100. That's 200% of average market. Painite at 106,485, demand 100. That's 200% of average market. Road Plumsite, 265,788, demand 100. That's 150% of average market. Serendipite, 346,629, demand 100. That's 200% of average market. And Void Opals for 271,214, demand 100. That's 200% of average market. Bounty claims have been getting raised across the galaxy. Sometimes the results don't post until so they don't post until you claim them. So after you claim them, it's a higher rate than what you see when you first get them. Okay, so next time you get interdicted, instead of running, it may be more profitable to fight back, depending on your cargo. So this begs the question, when I'm not making good trade runs, can I fill my cargo with trash and use it as bait to fish for bounties? Huh. And now for the fleet report. The TFW Quantum, ferry to Colonia, and the Bubble to Colonia. Departure 12/12/2020, system HIP 79636 at 11 UTC. Arrival ETA is 12/14/2020 in the Colonia system. And then departure on February the 1st, 2021, from Colonia to the Bubble. They'll be leaving Colonia at 11 UTC on the 1st of February 2021 and arriving in system HIP 79636. ETA is April the 1st. That's a long trip. The ESHA Tritium Fever is jumping, departing from HIP 66290, headed to HIP 66290. Okay. The INV Serenity is jumping, departing from Nagalu, headed to Nagalu, NGALU. CRV Nightwish is jumping, departing from Lave, headed to Momus Reach, MOMUS Reach. The Bedchamber was spotted in Plua EUQ, PLUA EUQ, XM-WD1-4, leaving today 13 jumps from their first waypoint out near the edge of the Perseus Arm. Starship Avalon has a scheduled jump departing from BD plus 414773, headed to TYC 4279-998-1. The HMCS Megamaid is jumping, departing from Wired, WYRD, headed to Beta 3 Tucani, TUCANI. The Panopticon Incorporated is jumping, departing from Hypoai, HYPOAI, AIN, WD-N, B34-2, headed to EAFOTS, EAFOTS, JY-L, C7-0. Queen is jumped, a scheduled jump, departing from Dry Eye AIM, DRYI, AIM, PG-N, C20-1, headed to Spaidue, SPAIDUE. WU-X C14-2. Departure time, didn't catch it. MSV Otto Struve is jumping, departing from the Hyades sector QN-S B4-5, headed to HIP 13644. HMS Nightingale is jumping, departing from Pickham, headed to LFT 926. By the way, that's Pickham, P-I-K-U-M, headed to LFT 926. Argos has a scheduled jump, departing from QBO, C-U-B-E-O, headed to PHS 1358. That concludes the report. This broadcast will now run on a loop. Yes, Herculean machines, great. I need to purchase one Herculean machine? Uh-huh. Yeah. Wait, a DuraDrive PC? Okay. Wait a minute. You won't sell me one? You want me to rob a transport full of them? The Red Family, what? Yeah, oh, I just remembered I gotta go. I'll get back to you.